What a week in sports for the city of Houston. Was it a triumph as the Astros won the World Series, or was it a disaster because of the injuries to the Texans' Deshaun Watson? I give some thoughts next. Hello everyone, Charles here. What a sports week for the city of Houston. It started off so well, with the Astros winning their first World Series. For full disclosure, I'm a Braves fan myself, so I was happy for guys like Brian McCann, Charlie Morton, and El Oso Blanco himself, Evan Gattis, who I remember from their days in Atlanta. Also for veteran guys like Justin Verlander and Carlos Beltran, I was happy for them. Then, just as the Astros were getting ready for their parade, came the news that Texans starting quarterback Deshaun Watson suffered a season-ending injury. After, all the sports talk I heard was that the Texans can pack it in now as their season was over. It went from being a triumphant week to a tragic one for the city of Houston. Oh, what a year for Houston, lamented the commentators. But when you heard from team officials as well as former and current players, the talk was next man up. We're not going to give in to what's out there, is how Coach O'Brien put it in one news conference. So what struck me about the sports week for that city that I felt was compelling enough to make a video? Well, I thought the events represented an interesting microcosm about life. By all accounts, Deshaun Watson is a great guy, both on and off the field. So why would this happen to him? How is this fair? Listen, in real life, good people suffer challenges and setbacks all the time. They don't succeed because they've had no adversity in their lives. They push through the adversity to achieve a new level of success. And what you find is that the negative event occurs just when things seem to be going great. For example, in the middle of the baseball World Series, the Astros faced a major distraction when Yuli Gurriel, their first baseman, made racially insensitive gestures and remarks, which was picked up by the international media. Those of you who follow me on Facebook may have already seen the article I shared about how exceptionally well I thought Yu Darvish handled that incident. For most people and organizations, the weight of negative comments from every media outlet and millions of people around the world would have destroyed the series for them. I think Gurriel was fortunate not to be suspended during the World Series, but that discussion will take up another whole video. He will be suspended for the first few games of next year. But instead of shrinking and losing Game 5 while facing Clayton Kershaw, arguably the best pitcher in the game today, the Astros rallied. Gurriel even hit a home run. The Astros won that game and the series. So what can you and I learn from this? I certainly am not athletic. Only a handful of people play in the NFL or in Major League Baseball. But all of us face adversity from time to time. We have everything planned out and then those plans fall apart. We are devastated and say, there's no point in planning or having dreams. Nothing ever works for me. What we see from those successful people, I'm using an example from professional sports in this case, is persistence after the devastating event. They learn from what went on. They get back in the saddle and move on to achieve more success in their life. So let us look to do the same. You may not want to hear this, but you will get knocked down. You have the choice how to react when this happens. Are you going to listen to the critics who will tell you See what happens when you try to go after your dreams and just give up? Or will you take a moment to reflect, regroup, and keep pushing forward? It is my hope that you will choose to keep pushing forward and achieve all your dreams. In closing, I want to wish Deshaun Watson, even though we've never met, all the best in his recovery. Also, to Andrew Luck, who was placed on injured reserve for the remainder of the year, I feel connected to your situation as I'm still recovering from my shoulder surgery. I too had a setback of sorts when I had to have a second surgery. Thankfully, I seem to be on the mend now, and I hope you'll get there as well. So friends, do you think sports can be a metaphor for life, or am I just talking nonsense here? Leave a comment below. I look forward to reading them. As always, I want to wish you peace, love, and happiness, and I'll see you in the next video.